General George Washington became the first president of the United States in 1789. He'd been to all the northern states by August 1790, but delayed his trip to the southern states largely because one state, North Carolina, had yet to ratify the Constitution.
He was just doing what a good leader does, which is he was getting out among his constituents.
Once that was done, in November of 1790, he started making plans to visit the southern states.
He had a pretty tight itinerary. You know, this tour of southern states had been mapped out long before he actually showed up in Salem.
Karen Walter, Director of Learning in Place at Old Salem Museums and Gardens, says Washington found that much of the infrastructure in the South was a little rougher than what he experienced in the North.
When townspeople knew that he was coming, they did their very best to get things as ready as they could.
But when he arrived in Salem on May 31st, 1790,
the Moravians in Salem were looking very forward to his visit. They greeted him with brass bands and cheering crowds.
He was met by something he hadn't seen anywhere else.
I think he was very impressed with the waterworks system, because remember, to have a municipal waterworks where you've got pipes running underground, connected, you know, taking advantage of the springs that are underground and sending water to buildings. I mean, that was just unheard of.
One of those original taps is still inside the Single Brothers house, which Washington visited, but he stayed here at the tavern for 2 nights.
When you meet guests out on the street here at Old Salem, they're very quick to ask you, where's the tavern? Where can I go see where George Washington stayed?
It was here that he met the Moravians, where they fed him, where he slept.
We believe that this is the room that he slept in.
And although it's been hundreds of years since that visit, it's somewhere where his presence can still be felt.
The walls, the very building that you are in, existed here. The doors, the walls, the floors.
Where historians visit and parents bring their children.
To try to verbalize the wonder that you see in their eyes and in their demeanor, and my words will never do that justice.
It was a goodwill visit, setting the bar for every president to come.
You don't need to look far to see how presidents make visits like this.
After his 2 nights in Salem, he headed east, here to Guilford Courthouse, where Nathaniel Greene and Americans fought Englishmen commanded by Lord Charles Cornwallis just a decade before.
There's just a lot of mystique in seeing a place where the very first president, that's a big deal.